This airplane model is perfect. Watch it fly freely. The little boy is very happy. At the same time, he has a bold idea. He takes the plane to the roof. If you want to be free, fly to the sky. Let's fly, let's fly. Thankfully, his mother finds out in time to stop him, brings him down and throws the plane away, locks him in the dark room. But the next second, the plane breaks through the window, flies into the house and crashes everywhere, makes chaos at home. Mom wants to shoot it down with the broom. Unexpectedly, the aircraft dodge skill is fully equipped. At this time, the plane suddenly stops, turns on eerie red light. The attack targets the mom. The boy sees that, hurries up and hugs mom. This stops the aircraft from attacking. Slowly falls to the ground. Mom, after the catastrophe, calls for help. Calls her husband's former colleague, Jack. Jack glances around the scene. It's hard to imagine it's a toy. So he comes to the boy's room. While the boy is sleeping, quietly takes away the airplane model. He carefully observes. After confirming that there is no remote control device, he takes out the knife, cuts hard at the plane. Not a single scratch. He decides to take it back to the lab for testing. Back to the lab, Jack scans the plane, but finds no difference. That would be weird. To find out where the same, Jack does another experiment, smashes it down with hundreds of tons of hydraulic press, but the plane is still not scratched. They have never seen this material. He thinks he will study it tomorrow. But then he receives a call from Mary. Says the boy learned that the plane was taken. He ran to the warehouse angrily, took the documents of the dead father. When Mary opened the door, the boy had already run out of the broken window. He finds his friend Lisa. Two are riding bicycles to the laboratory, but the door to the lab is locked. There are people patrolling from time to time. How to do? Lisa suddenly thinks of a way. She tells the boy to hide, then pretends to be hurt and get lost. Successfully tricks the guards into opening the iron gate. The boy slips in. He comes to the laboratory. When Jack is not paying attention, secretly picks up the plane and takes it away. Hides aside and waits for an opportunity to escape. But he is discovered in advance by Jack. At this time, the cabinet next to him suddenly vibrates violently, attacks Jack. Boy takes the opportunity to run away quickly. Jack hurries up and sounds the alarm. The guards are also in a state of emergency. The boy can only escape to the roof. At this time, Jack also catches up with him. In a hurry, the boy jumps from high building with the plane. It's amazing that he can fly. The airplane model takes him all the way. As he flies through the crowded city, the passers-by stares him. Is the airplane model finished? The boy lands in a forest. He makes a wish on the plane. Hopes the plane can help him find his father. The plane is flashing red. Seems to be responding to the boy. The boy walks in the forest for a long time. Suddenly he sees someone in front of him waving to him. He thinks it is his father. He can only find out when he gets closer. It turns out to be Jack in the laboratory. Scares the boy to turn around and run. During the escape, the plane unfortunately falls to the ground. When Jack wants to continue chasing, the plane takes off, attacks him. Jack grabs the wings. Unexpectedly, the plane is powerful. He has also scratched his hands. Don't wait for him to respond. The plane has circled behind, hits him hard. Fortunately, Jack is not a big problem. Airplane returns to the boy. The boy takes it to find the tower. Wants to try flying again. However, he suddenly collapses to the ground. Looking weak boy. The plane moves again, all the way to the boy's house. This shocks Mary. But after discovering that it is not malicious, she bravely walks out. The plane is moving slowly. It's like leading the way to Mary. After knowing the intention of the plane, Mary lies to the guard. Follows the plane all the way. Soon she comes to the tower. Looking at the unconscious son, she quickly carries him to the car. Then Jack arrives. When he learns that the plane is still at the top of the tower, he takes the rope out of the car, puts one on the plane. One end locks on the tower, but the next second, the aircraft model is refined. The man traps him with rope. It can easily pull off the plane on the ground. Jack quickly pulls the rope, but his hands are hurt. Get rid of the shackles of Jack. The plane flies towards Mary. Finally falls in front of her. Mary thinks that her son considers the airplane as a treasure. She ignores Jack's obstruction, unties the ropes on the plane, anxious to pick up the plane, and stuffs it into the trunk. Then runs to take Jack's key and drives away. But Jack is chasing after them. He grabs the back of the car, keeps calling Mary to stop. Scared, Mary slams on the accelerator, throws him out. Jack wants to drive after them, but finds the key missing. He is furious. They come to the seaside cabin. The plane doesn't move, turns back to a model. At night, while Mom is sleeping, the boy with the plane go to the beach. He digs a big hole, buries the plane inside. Then he finds some stones, puts the stone on it, then gets up and makes a silent wish with your back to the sand pile. I want to see my dead father again. Then he digs up the sand. The boy surprises to find the plane disappeared. Then a figure appears behind him. This is his father. Unbelievable, but the wish comes true. Dad says earnestly. He asks the boy to go back to his mother. He will watch the boy grow up, protect him with Mom. As long as the boy looks up to the sky, he knows he is thinking of him. Dad pushes the boat into the sea. Boy reluctantly says goodbye to Dad. Then Dad turns into a light, flies to the distant sky. It turns out that the plane is dead. This is a birthday present for the boy. But his father unfortunately suffered a plane crash, left him forever. So as not to make the boy sad, Grandpa tricked his dad into going to heaven. When the boy found out that the plane has life, he thought that as long as the plane took him to the sky to find his daddy in heaven. But now he understands. Look at the constellation. Dad will always be by his side. This warm sci-fi movie is all about the love of the father, everyone's growth. Father will always be with you, always be the strongest backing behind you.